So as you can see, the two gates here are a little off each other. So in order to fix this problem, we're going to put a wire from one corner of the gate to the other corner of the gate, and we're going to tension that wire to where it brings up the bottom of the gate to make it level with the other one. You're going to need some things to get this project done. You're going to need some wires, some wire rope clamps, a turnbuckle per gate, and 2 eye bolts for each gate as well. You'll also need the proper drill bit for the eye bolts, a drill, some wrenches, and some wire cutters, as well as a level. So I hope this helps. The list is in the description below with a few links to Amazon, but you can find it cheaper at big box stores most of the time. First, you want to go ahead and make your holes once you have all your supplies together as close to the top corner as you can, and that way the tension line will tension properly for the gate. Ideally, you would want it up here, but because of the hardware that we have on this gate, I'm going to drop down right to about here. Now we want to make sure our eye bolt fits. Look at that. We have a good fit. You just want to put the bolt on the back of the eye bolt and then tighten that down by hand for now. Tell me when. So now what we want to do is we want to put a hole right here at the bottom, as close to the bottom as we can, and we're going to drill it and then put the eye bolt out this way. Now what we're going to do is we're going to place this in the hole and make sure it lines up, and then we'll put the bolt on and finger tighten for now. And that fits. Alright, now we're going to go ahead and assemble our turnbuckle onto the wire here on the back of the truck, because it's a lot easier to do than instead of doing it on the fence. Alright, so what you want to do is go ahead and turn out the turnbuckle. They come like this, but you want to extend it out this far first. You want to make sure you give enough room for tensioning later. The next thing you want to do is take one end of your wire, and we're not going to cut the wire until we have it on the gate, but you want to go ahead and slide 2 of these clamps. Now you can use 1 if you want to go cheap. I use 2 because 2 give you better support than 1. So go ahead, then thread the turnbuckle and the wire together, and then you want to go ahead and run this wire back through both the clamps. In order to do so, you might need to loosen the bolts on this side. So we got the second one on here, and I'm going to go ahead and tighten down the second one. Don't do what I did and loosen that up so loose to where the bolt slips off. You don't need it that loose to be able to fit both wires in there. It'll save you a lot of time tightening it. So we'll go ahead and tighten up the second one. Alright, now that we have everything together, we just need to go connect this side to the eye bolt that we have on the gate, and we're going to go ahead and measure out the wire, and then go ahead and cut the excess wire off, and then do the same thing on the other side. Alright, so what we're going to do is we're just going to hook this side to here on this eye bolt, and then apply some tension with the wire. And we're going to take the wire and we're going to go up to this eye bolt here, the one that we previously installed, and we're going to pull back about 6 inches here, and that should be plenty of room for us to be able to hook the wire to the eye bolt and be able to strap it down. Now you want to remember, you need to run this through before you put it through the eye bolt. Otherwise, you're going to have to take these off or take everything apart to put these on. All right, now we want to thread the eye bolt with the wire. It is a nice hot Florida day, so I apologize if you see me sweating out here. And just like so, we're going to go ahead and pull the excess wire to where we get a decent tension on the wire when we put these on. Now that's all that's left to do is to go ahead and tighten these bolts up. Now, still keeping tension on the wire, you want to go ahead and tighten these up. Alright, so now we have this turnbuckle down here. I'm going to cheat. I'm actually going to use a crescent wrench or adjustable head wrench to go ahead and tighten this once I get it to a certain point. But you want to go counterclockwise and you want to tighten this down. And what this does is it lifts the bottom of the gate up. Now, if for some reason when you tighten this that it doesn't get the gate up exactly where you want, you need to go ahead and loosen the entire turnbuckle and then adjust the wiring, pull a little bit harder, and make sure the wire is a little tighter when you first put it on, and then go back to adjusting the turnbuckle. You want to make sure you have your level on the gate, and that way you can tell when this bar becomes level. We're actually going to move it closer to over here though so I can see it. And the best thing to look for is this bubble right perfectly in the middle. So as I adjust, remember I'm turning it counterclockwise. The gate's going up slightly. As you can see, the bubble should be. Close, but we're not there yet. Alright, now I like these kind of turnbuckles because you can use a wrench to turn it. And as you can see, now the bubble is in the middle, which is where we want it. So all we have to do is repeat this for the other side, and then both gates will be level, and they swing a lot better when they are level. And whenever you need to, as you can tell, the wind's opening this one, whenever you need to adjust the gate, you can until the turnbuckle runs out. When the turnbuckle runs out, you just get another wire, go ahead and run the turnbuckle back all the way out, and tighten up the wire again, and then start over. That way you don't have to buy a new gate. And this really helps out for those homemade gates. This one was a homemade gate that we bought from a big box store. We bought the corners and the posts and made it ourselves. My friend wanted a gate at his house, so we went ahead and put this in. But because those corner support brackets aren't the best, they do need that wire, the tension wire, to be able to make the gate level when you start putting things like locks on it, hinges, or these wonderful rods that go in the ground that keep the gate closed. And this one is off right now, but as you can see on the other one, that's how it looks. So let me finish up the rest of the gate here, and then we'll go ahead and show you the final product when we get done. well, that ends it for us today. We went ahead and put the tension band or wire on the gate, and it's a really simple, easy process. You can do it by yourself. It helps if you have a friend that's helping you out with it, but it's a simple 1-hour project to help level out your gate. Guys, if you like the video, like and subscribe to our page and ring the bell to get notified when we put new fresh videos out there for you. And please leave a comment below. I love reading all the comments, and I try to respond to everyone I can.